What's up, everybody? How's it going? So I've had thousands and thousands of people ask me, what is your setup? So I just wanted to go over my my kickboat setup today and kind of how I have it all rigged up. I'll cover some other stuff like trolling motor and fish finders in another segment. But for now, let's check out my rig. So you can see I've got the Fishcat Panther, and this is made by Outcast Sporting Gear. You can get it pretty stripped down, and let me just show you some of the things I've added to it and some of the features of why I really love this boat, or kickboat. Okay, you can see one thing, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 different chambers, so if anything does happen to one of those chambers, you're gonna stay up pretty well. Some other things I like about this design is it's super flat, like in a raft or something, you've got big curved edges. I can stack all kinds of things on top of this. Boom, just like that. You can see that I've got a spot for my all my flies and stuff. Got a spot for my net right up front. I keep a little floaty in the back here, and then I even have room in this other back corner if I wanted to throw like my Yeti little cooler or something. So tons and tons of room on this thing. So the other thing that's great about this flat design is how low it rides in the water. I've taken this thing out in like 20-mile-an-hour winds on lakes, and with my other crafts I've just been blowing all over the place, and this one does a really nice job of being able to track while you're in the water, and then also to be able to just not get blown all over the place. So another great feature of the flat design. All right, let's go over some things that I've added to this. Okay, so first thing is the upgrade to the seat. It usually comes with like a little plastic seat, but this one has a little bit more padding to it for your back and for your bottom, so you're gonna wanna upgrade that. If you're gonna use it and troll from it, or just want another place for storage, you're gonna wanna get some type of deck. This is the deck that comes from Outcast. You can just order from those guys on their website. While I'm back here, it's got a little section for the anchor. I think that comes with it. And I do have a couple different anchors that I have. If you buy it originally, it does come with these little bags that are pretty nice, but they're not waterproof. They do hold a lot, and it's got some padding on it to protect your gear, but I upgraded and bought 2 waterproof bags. It's got all kinds of storage, little pockets and stuff. There's pockets here for like holding your water bottle or putting your fly rods in there. Another spot here for your water bottle. It opens up and it's got this big thick seamed zipper, so water's not going to get in. Got my jacket in there, just some extra safety stuff for on the water, and then I can seal that all up, and I don't have to worry about it if it's on top of my car or if I'm in a big rainstorm or something while I'm fishing. Okay, one other thing I did is I just ordered a cargo net, like an SUV cargo net, and put it underneath here. It did save me about $45 worth of tippet this weekend already. So I've got some other buddies who've done some other things. So it's just really nice to have, because if you're getting in and out of your bags here, if it drops, it's just going to go right in that water. And this one just seems to be working pretty good. Obviously, little small things are going to fall through, but that seems to work for me. Okay, something else I've also added is just these really easy rod holders from Outcast. Again, you can get these on their website. They've got this little Velcro to hold it in place, and it actually saved me a rod just yesterday having that little Velcro on there. So make sure you do secure that. Okay, you can see it's just a real simple design. Rod just slides right in like that. This Velcro just goes around. Just for time, I just put it right over the top of the line. You could thread it through. So some people might say, well, why didn't you put one on this side and one on that side? Well, I'm right-handed, so the other side of my craft, that's my casting hand. So I don't want to be casting and cast back into my rod, damage my rod, or get all tangled up. So that's why I chose to put 2 on the one side. Okay, another thing you want to make sure that you have is you definitely want to have your oars with you. So you'll notice that I don't keep my oar locks in. Okay, I've taken those out because I don't want those catching on stuff while I'm fishing. If I need to, in an emergency, I can quick throw those on there. So I did order these little straps from Outcast. Again, you get them on their website, and it keeps it in there nice and secure. I keep these on there all the time, even on top of my car going 75 miles an hour. They're just nice and sturdy. and they slide back out of the way. Just super, super handy to have those. Keep your oars where you need them. So all the mounts I've got on my Fishcat are all from Ram mounts. Their stuff is super, super sturdy, really versatile, lots of different options for you. So definitely go to their website, check out, and you can even just type in fishing, or you can type in whatever type of craft you have. Do you want to put it on the boat? Do you want to put it on the vehicle? And just type in, and the attachments and accessories are pretty endless. And I'll show you a few of the different mounts that I have on this craft. So you can see Ram has some different claw mounts that you can use, and then they also have these different ball mounts. This is a B. This one over here for my rod holder, that's like a C, so it's a little bit bigger. And then I have another one over here on my fish finder. Okay, let's talk about the rod holders first. So I've got one rod holder on this side of my Fishcat, and I've got another rod holder on this side of my. Now, one of the things that you can do is you can take these little, whatever this is, this safety mechanism, you can take those and switch sides on them. You just kind of push down on it with a screwdriver, and you can switch it. That way I can just flip it open and grab the rod. Okay, I did the same thing on this side, so now it's matching. You can see this one's on the right now. It was on the left, and I had to move this one over. Something else I did too is I moved the handle, so this handle is out of the way on both rods. So on this side, I've got the handle over here, and on this one, I've got the handle on this side. That way, it's totally out of the way. You can see it's right there. It's out of the way of the line. So if anything happens, if I'm setting the hook or anything, the line doesn't get caught on that handle. So definitely think about that when you're kind of setting these up. Okay, another thing that's really nice is you can easily adjust the angle with that handle. You can just kind of loosen that up a little bit. So I want it more off to the side, I want it more straight back, however you want to do that, and then just cinch that down a little bit. The other thing that's really nice, and why I keep it like this and not tucked like way up into the rod mount, is if I'm holding one rod in my one hand and I'm doing some little strips, I can quick lean over and do a strip and give that rod a little bit of action while it's still safe in the rod holder. So on my fish finder here, I do have the claw, because then I can move it to a different boat if I want to, or I can move it around to the other side of the boat pretty easy without having to get like an Allen wrench and take it off. Then these little handles here just make it really super easy to quick twist those. Now I can adjust that any different direction I want, if it's in the sun or whatever. If I want to face it more towards me, you can see that whole thing will spin too, if I wanted to. If you don't want it to spin, just tighten it down a little bit more. No biggie. Okay, so some of you may be wondering, man, how do I get those shots of me fishing and setting the hook and everything? Got this one set up right here, up in the front. It's really, really easy to put on. I can leave this on the whole time if I want, or if I'm worried about it rattling off or something. Not that it's gonna, because this stuff's phenomenal. Let's see how long it's gonna take me. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, boom. About 5 seconds, I'm ready to go. Okay, so the last mount that I'll show you today, this is a new one I just added. I kind of pieced this one together. That's something that's cool on Ram mounts. What you can do is you can special order any type of arm that you want. I've been fishing this back like this, and then I can get a good wide view of me fishing and then the fish jumping. So let me show you a couple things here. So I do have just the claw mount that's on there. It's got this big ball head on there, and then it's got another angle right here, and then I've got the spot for the GoPro. Okay, well, what if I don't want to just shoot back here the whole time? Okay, well, the nice thing is these just can pop right off of here, just like that, and then I can take this, put this on here, boom, now I've got my GoPro at a different angle. Okay, or I can even take it off, and I can put this somewhere else in the boat. If you saw the underwater photo in my last video, okay, that's how I use this. I had it facing towards me, and then I pushed it down forward into the water. So it got a little bit of the action of me catching the fish, and then I had it down in the water as I'm trying to net that fish. Okay, just a couple other quick items that I use. I do love Simms gear. This is their G4 bag, and just keeps everything super dry, waterproof. They make a nice boat bag too. I'll probably upgrade to that next. But I like to just have this one because I can use it on the river and use it on still water. Okay, another huge thing that I absolutely love is the fish pond. Okay, fish pond nets, they're just phenomenal. This is the Fishpond Boat Net. There's so many guys that say, oh, I lost them at the boat. I've not lost one fish at the boat since I've gotten this net. It's awesome. So last thing would be safety. I've got one of these automatic life jackets from Mustang. Super low profile. I can store some of my clippers and stuff right here and not worry about it. And if I do fall in, it's going to deploy. Instead of having this big bulky life jacket that I never want to wear. The back is also open on it, so it's super breathable even for those super hot days. Well, I hope you like the walk around of the Outcast Fishcat Panther. I definitely recommend this if you're into stillwater fishing. I don't get any sponsorship or anything or any kickbacks on any of the stuff I talked about today. It's just all great gear that I use and helps me be successful on the water. I am a big Orvis guy. Check out Orvis. They've got a lot of great rods from their beginner series all the way up to super pro. So anyway, thanks for checking this out, and I hope you guys are still liking my channel and subscribing, and we'll see you for the next adventure. Thanks, everybody.